Hey, what's up guys? Travis Fulton here and welcome to Online Gainz. Each week, I'm gonna be sharing with you real insight on how I'm developing players all across the world on full swing, short game, and putting. Be sure to tune in. All right, man, so a couple things here with the driver. Biggest thing is when you come down, you're wanting to get a little bit out ahead, okay? So watch this. So your head really launches forward towards that red line. Okay, so you turn to the top and then boom. So that's a lot of upper body movement this way. And so we need to stay behind it a little bit more. So from the top, you want this to shift, the lower body, right? So you want a little lower body shift, but you want that upper body to stay more back where the head gets behind the ball. Now what happens is you carry your hands in that shaft lean quite a bit forward. So you can see the hands are really out ahead. You don't want that handle leaning that much with your driver. You want that shaft to come in more inline versus forward. Now, the other thing that I want you to consider here, okay, and this is something that I think will have a little more sticker shock to it, but I think would provide a lot of value to you long term as far as the consistency of what you're looking to do from your irons through your driver. And what that is, I'm going to zoom in here, your grip. You can see your right hand right there is way underneath. See that right hand? So your right hand is way underneath the grip, and that's a really strong grip, okay? So when you can't see the back of your right hand at all, like that right hand is really tucked up underneath, and it looks like your left thumb comes off the grip. I can't really tell there, but it looks like your left thumb's kind of lifting up off the grip. Now, point being, when that grip is that strong, okay, then the face, which I'll show you from the other view, gets pretty closed. And I think with that face very closed, you know, you're probably trying to offset that some with this amount of shaft lean through the strike. Okay, and again, we want this to line up more, like your hands should be more back here. That it should be more of a straight line, okay, when you strike the golf ball. And you can see your right hand grip there is very much underneath. So really strong grip, club face gets closed, upper body kind of leans out in front, a lot of shaft lean to kind of offset that face. And I think that's kind of how you go about it, right? Now, what's interesting is that you can get away with that more with your irons because, you know, shaft lean with your irons, hitting down on it, compressing it, like you can get away with it more there, but you can't when the ball's teed up with the driver. Okay, so it's a little deeper conversation to be had here, and it seems like you're, you know, getting into the game and want to develop this thing. And I think for you to become a better driver of the golf ball, we've got to get you more fundamentally sound with the grip. And I'm going to attach a video here. It's a very thorough video of me walking you through the grip, all right? And it's got good close-ups to it. You're gonna see me talk about 3 different types of grips. You're gonna see a weak grip, neutral grip, strong grip. I want you to be more neutral, okay? I don't want you to get crazy strong. I want you to be more neutral. And the right hand really, I think, is going to be the biggest difference. You're gonna see me walk you through exactly how I want that right hand to apply to the grip and cover up that left thumb more. Now, here's the kicker. When you do that, okay, And if you were to take that grip, this more neutral grip, and you were to come down with your upper body out in front and the handle leaning forward, you would hit it so far to the right that you would think that I have no idea what I'm doing, right? So with this more neutral grip, I've got to get you to have more discipline in that upper body to stay behind it, so the club head can come in more in line with the handle and release a little bit cleaner through the strike, okay? So I'm gonna show you a video of what I mean by that, but it really is, I think, kind of the deeper conversation with you and the development that needs to happen. All right, so you look at here, this view, I'll show you the closed face here, right? So you look at the club face up here, and there's the face kind of looking up towards the sky right there. And, if I was to draw a line across to get the grip a little more neutral, then the face would probably look more like that. It'd be more on an angle, okay? So it wouldn't be a shut. I like the wrist angles at the top. I think you do a really good job hinging the wrists. But I think with that face, that shut, upper body gets out in front, handle really leans forward. That's where a lot of the issues come from, okay, with the driver. Again, you get away with it more. You get away with it more with the irons and less with the driver. So what I'm going to show you here in this video, first video you're going to see is a grip video. I want you to master that neutral grip. Really pay attention to how I'm showing you where that grip goes in the fingers. I'm going to suggest that you kind of keep doing the same thing going back. But then what I'm going to show you coming down is two things. I'm going to show you in transition how this kind of pitches back a little. We get the club shaft to pitch back a little bit more, and then how I want that to arrive at impact, and how the upper body is going to stay behind it, and how the handle is going to come in, or how the club head's going to line up more with the handle and have less shaft lean through impact. All right, so little deeper conversation here, Mike, on the driver. It's a little more sensitive to develop this because of your grip. Your grip is very strong, and I think for you to, I think, really get to where you want to get to, getting into this game with your daughter and develop, I think we need to fundamentally get that grip more in line, because it's going to allow better development on the downswing and through impact, in particular with the longer clubs. This is really a fix that needs to happen in person. But I'm going to do my best here to show you this video and see if we can get some traction here with the driver based around the more neutral grip. All right, Mike. So watch that grip video and get that grip down, the neutral grip. You'll see where I'm putting it, in those fingers diagonally, left thumb slightly right. The big one's the right hand, okay? I'm not gonna get in there close because you'll see the other one, but that big one is those middle three fingers running diagonal. And then really, I would connect the fingers if you can, and then cover up that left thumb more. It's gonna feel awful, okay? In fact, just what I want you to do, if you could, have someone video you walking through the grip, and then zoom in so I can see it, because I want to get that right. Again, this is something that, I would like to be there watching you do it, and if you feel uncomfortable making this type of change long distance, I understand. But it really is kind of the deeper conversation with you is to get that fundamentally sound, that grip. From there, the biggest thing is when you hit this driver, I'm going to tee it up here. And I play that ball forward, left heel, left shoulder area. I tilt behind it, handles in line, okay? Now, when I come into impact, I want to feel like I want to feel like my weight's left, but I'm still behind it. I'm still tilted. And this arrives in line. Hands, club head, arriving in line versus upper body lunging forward, handle forward. Okay? So you want to feel, and just doing little ones where it's like, you know, back behind it, a little more side bend to the right wouldn't hurt you. Just feeling that arrive, boom, in line. In fact, I would get an impact bag and set it up at home. Start doing this stuff at home, it's great. Your family thinks you're absolutely crazy. In the back of the bag here, I just put some wet towels in it. Put the back of the bag off that left shoulder, left heel, get tilted, get that thing to arrive in line. Okay, and that face will be square, this in line, spine tilted. Upper body out in front, handle forward. That tends to hold off the face, kind of keeps it open. And I think you're probably doing that some because that grip is so strong and that club face is so closed. Okay? So what I want you to be able to do is I want you to be able to let this club head pass that left wrist, get it more in line, stay behind it, and let this pass and release when the ball go higher and straighter. But I don't think it's gonna do that with that grip so underneath. Okay, with that grip really, really strong. And I think if you're staying behind it and you're letting that go, I don't know, you might get away with it, it's hard to say. But I feel more comfortable having the conversation around the more neutral grip. Now, so we got that, we're behind it, we're up here. I think the more you kind of feel the club head kind of falling back behind you, club head pitched back in here, not out here. You know, I think you want to feel less out here and more back in here. Club head's back behind, and then into impact, lining up. So I think the key here, get the grip. Yes, we've had that conversation, you get it. Take a video, text it to me. I would get like a little impact bag, don't hit it hard. Get set up, get tilted. Feel the club head behind you. But then more importantly, start to isolate here and feel this get in line right there, but still behind it. Side bend to the right, not leaning out in front. Let me know if that makes sense. Text me that grip video.